Hello everyone, and King Stadium is deciding for tonight as the Mason Comets and the St. Ursula Bulldogs set to take action here tonight in the district semifinals. I'm Lucas Kleinmeyer, joined by my partner and good friend Luke Thomas. Luke Thomas, how you doing tonight?
I'm good, Lucas. How are you?
I'm good. This one should be a really good matchup. Both these teams did play earlier in this year. Mason did come away with that 2-1 victory. They did play last year as well, and Mason won 2-1 again. So Mason has St. Ursula's number a little bit, and for this district semifinal matchup, you would think St. Ursula's looking to get a little bit of revenge tonight.
Yeah, I'm excited. Both teams got a very attacking force on them. I'm excited to see what both of them come out with tonight.
Yeah, some of the Mason top scorers, Maddie Baird, Shannon Krogan, they've been leading the Comets in goals and assists this year. Maddie Baird, 7 goals, 9 assists as a junior. Shannon Krogan, she's got 9 goals, 3 assists on the year. Riley Curl as well as senior, 6 goals, 4 assists. And Sophia Main, who wasn't a starter first half of the season, has 3 goals and 4 assists as well for the Comets.
And then we got for St. Ursula, we got Riley Posel as their main goal scorer with 13 goals on the season and 6 assists. And then behind her, we have Carly Hogg with 5 goals and 6 assists. Kind of mainly those two with the scoring, mostly diverse throughout the other players. But we got Ellie Britt with 8 assists. So a lot of attacking force and a lot of assists coming through the other players.
Yeah, Ellie Britt's 5th in the GCL and assists. Really posted, like you said, she's the danger man to watch for St. Ursula. Like you said, 13 goals, 6 assists, I believe. She's 2nd in the GCL in goals as well. And for the Comets, they did have a couple injuries throughout the year. About 2 starters as well. What can you tell us about the Comets? A couple players they've lost this year.
Well, as we see right there, we have Amelia Guerin and Kylie Dahlgren. Kylie gets injured on the last game of the regular season, and Amelia injured midway through the season. And then not on camera is Lexi Abel, who actually got injured in the first game against St. Ursula in the first 30 seconds of the game.
Yeah, it was her first game for the Comets too, and you don't like to see that was her first game in a season-ending injury, which is very unfortunate. But you know, the Comets, they've rolled with the punches this year, and you know, they've relied a lot on their senior leadership and their depth to pull them through this year. And they've only had a couple of results that have been on the bad side. They lost 2-0 to the defending state champ Strongsville earlier in the year. They tied 0-0 to Loveland. That's been a very out-of-conference rivalry. They tied 0-0 to Lakota West at home. That was kind of when they hit that bad stretch when they went through a couple of draws. They then tied Lakota East 1-1, then a 0-0 tie to Ursuline. But they're on a roll right now. They've had 6 goals last game. Their 6-0 win versus Talawanda, 7-2 win versus Coleraine, and 7-0 win at Princeton.
And again, with those injuries, these players looking to stand up and make those big plays.
Yeah, for St. Ursula as well. St. Ursula's coming off a 3-1 win. That is the game that got them here. They had to play a couple of those good teams since they're in the GCL conference. They play MND, which is the #1 team in Cincinnati twice. They lost 5-3, and then they only lost 1-0 them earlier in the year. Then they played Seton and Seton. And Seton's going to, whoever wins this game will most likely play Seton. It'll be either Seton or Little Miami in the district final for the Comets or the Bulldogs. So as the Comets and the Bulldogs get ready to come onto the field here, we'll start with the Comets first. Luke, if you're the Comets, what's your game plan? What are you looking for? What's your mentality going into this game?
Well, after losing the players that they did, like Amelia Guerin, their defense is a little bit shaken. A little bit shaken right there, but as you see Shannon Krogan, I would say their main force on the attacking end.
Agreed.
I would honestly say just get the ball up to Shannon and Maddie and see what they can do with it, because you know they can put it in the back of the net. And then find Riley Curl, because you know also she can find the opposite players, and she'll get the assist.
Yep. For the Bulldogs, you know, you're kind of the underdog, no pun intended, but coming into this game, and you know, they've lost to Mason twice, both 2-1, both close games. It wasn't like it was a blowout or anything. So if you're the Bulldogs, what are you really kind of looking for? What's your mentality going into this game? It is a neutral site, so you don't have to worry about the home crowd like they did earlier this year. So
it's how you see it in a way as a coach. You could either try to sit back and try to maybe go to PKs, because that's what some teams do in the tournament. Yep. They really sit back and depend on their team to go to PKs. But honestly, depends on how the coach is and how they're seeing as we get the kickoff going.
So we're underway here at Kings Knight Stadium. Comets in their home uniforms, their black long sleeves, with a little bit of green tint towards the end with the black shorts, St. Ursula, and the away white. For the Comets, looks like they're kind of lining up in a back four or sometimes a back three. Colin Kiefer, Ainsley, Schaffel, and McGex, and Janie Davies will be in the back line. Sophia Main, Shannon Krogan, Riley Curl up top, and then in the midfield you have Tori Hopton, Maddie Barrett as the attacking midfielder, and Jana Searles playing as that 8 and kind of being all over the field. So that's how the Comets line up. And for the Bulldogs, able to earn a throw in here early on. It looks like it'll be overturned, but a Comet thrown instead.
Looks like the Comets going with a 4-3-3 into this game right here, which is usually their typical lineup, which we'll see how they do with Sophia Main. Again, like you said earlier, wasn't originally a starter, but now making herself an appearance on the field regularly.
That's really Polster right there on the ball for the first time tonight. She looks like she's going to have that spot at left wing, or maybe kind of one of those dual strikers. It looks like St. Ursula's lineup in that 4-3-3 as well. As Riley Curl's going to chase on this. Does well to get a touch there early on. Mason able to keep it alive with Maine. She loses it and looks to go out to Postal. The ball is getting a little bit possession here early on. That ball over the top as Krogan looking to chase that. Then it's going to be cleared away by Clara Wiseman, the senior defender.
I mean, something you don't want to do is mess with Shannon Krogan. She will run right through you. She is a force that you don't want to reckon with.
She's not afraid to shoot with her left foot either. You see that time and time again this year, too.
As we were talking about last game, we were saying she was mostly a righty, but as we were saying that last game, she ripped one from, I think, the 20 outside the box with her left foot, went top left. That was when Mason last game with the 6-0 win over Talawanda.
As Hopton as well gets stuck in the midfield there. Advantage we played on. Able to earn a Mason throw in there, but Hopton has been very good as that defensive midfielder this year for the Comets. They did have a position switch. She was mostly a right back for the Comets her first 2 years starting. As that ball at the Postal is just a little too much, we'll go out for a Comet throw-in. The Comets, and like you said, Luke, it's not very kind of wise for coaches to sit back and play for the 0-0 draw because, you know, one goal in overtime and the game's over, and PK is the 50-50 game, but that's what Hamilton Big Blue did to eliminate Lakota East. Is in the first round they went to PKs and able to get an upset.
I mean, I don't really think anyone expected Hamilton to beat East that night, but obviously any team, any given day. So that's why I'm excited for this matchup because any team could come out with the victory today.
Yes, and you have to definitely imagine St. Ursula is just eagering to get that win over the Comets, as they've had a good spell of possession here early on. First couple minutes into this game, they're playing out of the back, but Jana Searles does well to intercept. Curl couldn't get a touch as the Bulldogs will regain possession and once again out of the back. Back to their keeper. I believe she is a junior. Senior keeper Emma Lohr. Looks like that pass was given away, but Lohr will just recollect. Ball in the air, that's one by the Bulldogs. Postal couldn't get that one initially, but it's going to go out for a throw-in for the Bulldogs.
And St. Ursula, Lucas, coming off that 3-1 victory over Hamilton the other night. Comets also winning, and I believe a 4-1 victory over them. So, like, it wasn't a very big, I would say, blowout in a way. No team was different than when it comes to Hamilton.
Yeah, I was there. I called that game. I think that was one of the probably the first time because Mason was in a little bit of a slump, and they really weren't playing their best soccer. And that's probably one of the best soccer games they've played this year. Their passing and just their unselfishness and everything was just fantastic. Right here, Mason's got a free kick opportunity off the foul. As Kiefer will lock this one in. It's headed out by Wiseman off her home player. And Curl head that one back up to Searles. Here's Maine. Maine will try the first shot of the day for the Comets. And it will roll right to the keeper.
Something noticeable is number 4, Riley Curl, just putting her body out there. She's not holding back tonight. I think she's really throwing herself out there.
As a deflection there is Krogan able to run on that one and a shot. Took it one time and a save down to the right for St. Ursula. Good opportunity there for the Comets.
You know, Lucas, if you're in that position right there, would you think you'd take a touch right here, take a quick touch, and then take the shot? I don't know if the one-touch shot is the best outside the box there.
Well, you are a striker, Luke Thomas, so I think you would probably take a touch there, then have a shot. But either way, she did get a shot to test the keeper there early on in the game.
I think St. Ursula's defense has kind of woken up a little bit, saying like, all right, I think we got saved a little bit there. Time to wake up.
Curl heads back to Krogan, then not able to win that header. That was number 21 for St. Ursula, Katie Hogue, junior defender. As that ball not able to find Postal. Keep trying to find Postal on this left wing. Emma Gex is doing a good job stuffing that up, but she gets caught too far there, but it's going to go out of bounds once again for a throw-in for the Comets. Gex looking for an option. Able to find Curl. Noah Wiseman. And a touch. Doesn't get a good clean touch on, but Krogan able to pick it up. Krogan trying to get around 2 defenders. She does, and her left-footed shot just goes wide of the far post. And I thought for half a second it found the bottom corner there, but another good opportunity there for the Comets.
Just like we were saying, a little mess up from the St. Ursula defense, and Shannon just using her body to get around the defender and using some speed. I think really St. Ursula is not coming into this game like they wanted to right now, and that's 2 they've been saved by Shannon's mistakes. But it's coming for Mason. It's just a matter of fact if St. Ursula can stop it.
Yeah, that shot just went wide too. I mean, that was inches past the post. As the Bulldogs were going to look to build out of this one. Once again, they try to find Postal on that left wing. As Tatum Scallon, the senior, able to use her body there and played it back to Lower. Lower trying to find Leuenberger. Once again goes out. So a couple sloppy passes there from St. Ursula out of the back, but Comets have had a lot of good opportunities here, especially from Shannon Krogan early on this first half. Krogan once again able to use her body. Trying to get it past. Searles and weren't on the same page initially, but trying to track it down. Davies comes up to try to keep them in their own end. And the Comets do whether the Schaffel came up to put some pressure on number 22 for St. Ursula. That was Ellie Britt, who we were just talking about, was 5th in the GCL in assists, as Leuenberger heads that one up initially, then headed away. Now Postal can finally get a clean touch on the ball. It seems like they've just been trying to find her too much on long balls, but Gex does a really good job there. Able to poke that one away. Hopkins' ball doesn't find a Comet player, and it's going to be cleared away, and once again it'll be a Comet throw-in.
Right now, I would feel is that the Comets wanted a little bit more. I think they're showing a little more heart than St. Ursula, but like I said, these are two very talented teams that I think that anyone can win at any time. So I have no doubt that St. Ursula will get back in this game.
Just about 10 minutes into this game, still 0-0 as Maine going to work on Leuenberger there on that right side. Able to earn a throw-in. Maine able to find Baird. Baird with a little contact after that pass and able to earn a foul. In a very good position here for the Comets.
Looks just right outside the PK spot.
Look at it again. Yeah, I think the foul definitely had to be on Maddie Baird there, Luke.
Okay, I thought it was on Riley Curl. And as we've seen from Maddie, she is not one to be messed with too. With free kicks, she hit a beautiful free kick earlier this season. As she goes for
the left-footed one and a save. Lower.
Keeper was not really ready for that one as she was still setting up the wall there. But quick instincts.
I mean, actually, she went with her left foot there. She is predominantly right-footed, but she's not afraid of using with her left too. That was a good effort by Baird. Mason's still in the attack. As Leuenberger elected to play that back initially, but able to fake out Maine there. Schaffel loses that. And Wiseman will pick it up for the Bulldogs, trying to get into their end cleanly, and once again just bounces off the shin of Carly Hogue. As Mason will make their first substitution during this game. Number 19, Elise Holler, will enter this game for Sophia Main.
When you talk about that strong Mason front line, I think Elise Haller definitely capitalizes that. I mean, unfortunately, with all the injuries she's had over the years, she still goes strong. I think we'll leave with 7 goals on the season, which is pretty good for how she's doing.
Krugman was on a good run there. That she got fouled from behind, but it was all ball, according to the referee, and Ursula on the throw-in. And goal tonight for the Comets freshman Annalise Knight in her first year. She played every game this season, but she's only usually played the second half. But due to the energy of Kylie Dahlgren, like you talked about in the pregame, she's become the full-time starter now, especially in playoff time. So as a freshman, this is going to be a good experience for her, especially for her upcoming years.
I think in a way this is, of course, you never wish an injury on someone, and Kylie was a fantastic goalkeeper, making many saves.
So off of that missed pass, Krogan as well, the high press, as Ursula have really been trying to possess the ball and move it, try to beat Mason at the running game, and Davis as well to intercept that. And once again, a foul called on the Bulldogs. Probably for a fall through or maybe a trailing leg. We'll look at it again. Not sure quite what ref sees in that, but had to be probably the trailing leg.
You got to give it the effort out to Davies, though, coming out of nowhere, gaining the ball back for Mason.
Kiefer on this in-swinger, Haller, and no one could get touched as Haller, Krogan, and Hopton were all there making that near post run. And this could be dangerous for the Comets. They could counter, but couldn't hit a right pass. Yeah, that's the first time we'll see Annalise Knight in action. So the Comets had a couple good opportunities early on. St. Ursula hasn't really been able to sustain any good passes into Mason's attacking end. As Hogue now try to create something once again. Just a lot of sloppy passing there from St. Ursula. Once again, that was Claire Wiseman. Couldn't keep that one in.
In this game right now, honestly, it looks like it's the Mason Comets that are keeping the possession right now and showing a little more dominant side of this game. Keeping more possession, connecting passes, getting shots on goal. Seems like St. Ursula isn't really connecting right now. Lots of turnovers, only 14 minutes into the game. Lots of time to turn it around, though, and luckily they are still zeros with the unfortunate misses by the Comets, so anything can still come from them.
I would say St. Ursula's probably had a little bit more possession than the Comets. They just haven't been able to do anything with it, but that was a close one there, as Curl's able to almost capitalize on that pass as Searles win that header. Hopton's ball goes over. A couple of loose passes, but St. Ursula's able to build out. Here's Postal with Haller coming from behind.
Great defensive effort from the Bulldogs.
Heavy touch there by Schaffel. And Maddie Edmonton was able to pick that one up. Maybe now St. Ursula can create something in the attacking end. Edmonton. Pass snuffed out by Hopton. Scanlon with a good turn there. And once again, just given away. Here's Krogan. Once a loose pass there for the Comets. Ursula able to regain possession. A lot of time on the ball there by Hogue. And that ball through to Postal. This is what they like to see. They like to get her in. As Postal's breaking in the box. Postal kicks from behind. Ref saw nothing, and that was a very questionable decision, in my opinion. Look at this again. Oh man.
I think the ref missed something there. I think the Comets lucked out, but like great defensive effort, but I think they lucked out with that. That, in my opinion, should have been a PK.
Yeah, I think Gex just got postal there, and that's what they like to see. That was the one time she got in behind Gex, and you saw what happened. I think ref made a wrong decision there, as I think Gex kind of just got her trailing leg there, kind of a little knock.
I think that shows the dominance of Postal, though. I mean, the first run in, and she already almost went to goal and should have got a PK, to be honest, and it seems like the fans are a little too unhappy with that. That's Maddie Bear with the force.
Yeah, she was like, we don't have VAR in high school, as that one probably definitely been reviewed, as now say Ursula. Maybe they can build something off of that attack. Here's Postal again. Pass might be a little too strong, and it's going to be, it'll go out for a goal kick, but not St. Ursula not going to actually build from back. We'll look at it again, as Gex just came in.
Just nicks her on the foot.
Yeah, just got her foot, kind of nicked foot, almost ankle almost.
Just nicks her on the foot. Almost looks like she didn't really get any ball, so I guess the Comets probably lucked out on that one.
Yeah, I'm also pretty surprised that wasn't called a PK, but you'd be lucky if you're a Comet supporter.
I think the Comets really know what they're in for now in this game with Postal on the wing there.
It's fair, but St. Ursula definitely have had a majority of the possession so far in this game. That's something that's been kind of a little bit shocking, because Mason's pretty much dominated every game they've played in this year, except probably for Mount Notre Dame, which was senior night, or excuse me, top soccer night. But now they have a throw in here in the attacking end, see if they can build something off. Nice little back heel. Just too many Comet players there in the back, as Hopton was able to snuff that one out, and Baird trying to clear that one up. And Haller and Kiefer will clear that one away.
There's that strength you were talking about for Riley Crow there. Holding off the defender.
And a long ball, but that was never going to have a chance. As Carly Hogue was never going to be able to track that ball down, go out for a Comet throw, but deep in their own territory, see if probably they can kind of trap Mason in here. As Davies throwing. It's won again by St. Ursula. A couple of moves in the box. As Searles does well defensively, but not cleared well as Hogue. Hogue clears up Postal. Annalise Knight came out. It's an own goal. Or maybe Riley Postal got the last touch.
Goal,
but it stands, and St. Ursula take the 1-0 lead over the Comets.
I mean, I'm just waiting for the replay to see if Riley Postal actually got a header on that, or
we'll see here. Ball in.
Wow.
I think
she did. I think Riley Postal did get a header on that. Wow. With the size of her getting over the
Emma Gex, it was either an own goal or it's either an own goal for Emma Gex or Riley Postal got that header.
I believe Riley Postal got the header. Wow, that is impressive. With the size of her over the keeper Annalise Knight.
You would have to think that might be maybe a little mistake by Annalise Knight, because if you're going to come off your line, you got to at least punch it out.
Or that's not something you would grab there. That's got to be a punch, or you stay on your line. That's just something that we were talking about earlier, that the Comets, they have to capitalize, or else the St. Ursula team will do it.
So a little bit shocking, but St. Ursula definitely came to play here this game, but Mason, with a couple opportunities for Shannon Krogan early on, wasn't able to find back of the net. Look again, once again, this goal. Hogue just kind of put a hopeful ball up top. And I think Postal did get that header off towards the end. Maybe it initially hit off of Gex, and then Postal just hit it off.
Yeah, I think she touched it, but I think it was mainly the force of Postal that put it in the back of the net. Shannon might just be able to track it down, and she does.
Good hustle play there by Krogan on a throw on. But I think if you're on Annalise Knight there, Luke, you have to get some sort of touch on that ball. I know it's a freshman, and mistakes will happen, but in that situation, you got to get a sort of touch on the ball when you come out of goal.
I think she's kicking herself forward too. I think that comes with a confidence piece in that. I think she might have been a little bit nervous. Understandable. You're a freshman on varsity. You don't want to lose for the seniors.
As Haller able to win it. Haller able to play to Krogan. It's going to find Baird, and Baird's going to have a shot. It's spilled by Lower.
Fans a little unhappy with a little bit of a trip up. Keeper looks like went out for the ball, but accidentally got Riley Crow's feet.
think it was actually Sophia Main.
Yes, excuse me, Sophia Main. A little bit of an unquestionable call there. Common fans are unhappy.
This game's gotten a little lively foul-wise. Definitely a couple of questionable calls. It's definitely been physical for both teams. As Searles able to turn and play this pass. Krogan's going to get on this one. Krogan able to get touched from Searles' ball and try to hit that one time. And Krogan again. Krogan's left-footed shot, and it just goes wide. Once again, kind of almost deja vu there for the Comets, as Krogan almost found the bottom corner once again.
As we're seeing the no call for a shot by Maddie Bear. And then that's where the Common fans are unhappy about.
I think maybe a trip there on May, but Krogan does well to use her body and just that left-footed shot.
Oh, man.
And once again, just bounced wide, just skimmed past that post.
Same post, same shot. I mean, if you're Shannon Krogan, you got to be frustrated right now. She should almost have 2 goals on the night.
Yeah, Mason haven't been able to capitalize with their chances so far tonight. Kiefer uncharacteristically gives this ball away. Schaffel's going to try to use her body to see that one out, and she does just that, as it'll be a goal kick for the Comets. So we'll see it again. So it's a spilled save, and I don't know if they just, maybe a little trip. Maybe it was her getting up, and then she just tripped over legs, but kind of a crazy sequence a little bit there.
A little bit of a questionable. I think that call could go either way, depending on how you look at it. Obviously, it went the wrong way for the Comets, the right way for St. Ursula, but I think any ref, that could possibly be a PK.
Well, St. Ursula that should have had a PK there earlier on in the game, and just about 5-10 minutes later, they were able to get a goal, and it was kind of a crazy sequence. But we do definitely have a very competitive game. It's been 2-1, both scores, like we said, the last 2 times the teams have played, so always going to be a close game, and it's the district semifinal, so a place in the district final is the prize for this one. So a foul on the Comets is number 13, Mallory Como. We'll take this free kick. Here's Como's free kick. It's a dangerous ball. It's going to bounce, and Knight will grab this one.
And Lucas, you got to think about 2 years ago, the Comets actually lost to Loveland at this very place. So I think the seniors, which most of them were on the team at that time, most of the seniors on this field were starters and on the team at this time. I think they're going to have a little bit of deja vu. I hope. In a situation like this, I don't think you want to panic. I mean, you still have 20 minutes left in the first half. Like, we're not even in the second half yet. There's still plenty of time to play. I think just like that, Maddie Bear with the great pressure. You just don't want to freak out in these final minutes.
Yeah, exactly. And Bear does well there to fight through, hit a deflection. And like you said, I mean, the biggest thing you don't want to do is you don't want to give up a second goal. If you're the Comets, a second goal for St. Ursula completely changes this game. And then you're going to have to be kind of panicking a little bit. There's definitely no reason to panic now, being only down 1-0. And they've had really good opportunities from Shannon Krogan, who just unfortunately hasn't been able to finish. And once again, she's on the ball here, just kind of a loose touch, then cleared. As Kiefer has Postal chasing. And Knight will play to Kiefer. Trying to punt that one up. Almost broke the midfield line there with that pass. But here's Como. Going to play this one to Hogue. Hogue does have the assist on the goal, and that ball able to get through. Not cleared initially, and that shot will hit one of the photographers, I believe. She got the cross. Knight came out. Kiefer, not good communication as Knight did come out, and looks like it probably hit one of the football poles or maybe one of the red poles on that shot, but it did go wide. So Ursula, one of the few shots they've had this game, and they do have a goal here early on, or midway through this first half, I should say. The Comets do have a throw in. We'll take one more look at this goal.
Just a beautiful ball in, and she just gets a head on it. It still amazes me, with even the height of her, she still got a head on that. I mean, and that's why she has as many goals as she does, the determination on that. And Sarah Morris checks into the game for the first time tonight.
It looks like she checked in for Elise Haller.
And it looks like Gabby Spees will be checking in tonight for the first time as well.
Yeah, Spees checked in for, I believe, Tori Hopton. I think Ursula will clear this sequence from the Comets. And Mason will have a throw in. Definitely been a pretty even game back and forth. Just, a weird, just a weird play, and Ursula was able to capitalize on the goal. Mason just haven't been able to finish their chances.
Well, like we said, there's still plenty of time in this game for to make a comeback or to extend the lead.
Yep. As Postal once again gets the wrong side of Gex. Postal dribbling in. Postal just tripped up over her own feet there. And cleared away by Gex.
Looks like Emma Gex keeps trying to pick a side to go around Postal and get that clear off. I think if you're Gex, you just got to stick to her back and don't let her turn. She can get the ball, but don't let her turn.
Yeah, play a little more physical with her.
Just hold your ground instead of trying to go. Oh, as Peyton Beach checks into the game for the first time tonight as well. And Riley Curl will be checking back on for Shannon Krogan. Well-deserved rest she is, but I would imagine she'll be back in the game soon.
Yeah, just get a little quick breather before definitely going back onto the field.
I mean, sometimes when you make a sub in a tournament game for an attacking players, they might not be as attacking as you would like them to be, but Riley Curl is surely an attacking player.
As ref's going to talk to the St. Ursula bench here. Wonder exactly what it was. Maybe talking to one of the coaches, maybe, not sure, but
I think he was a little too far on the field. Yeah, I think they were a little too on the field.
They may be too close to the field. Just on the push back a little bit. So off the foul there by St. Ursula, or handball. Didn't quite see what the call was, but Searles will have a free kick from a very long distance. The Comets have scored off a couple this year. So here's Searles. Not a bad ball at all. Curl can get a touch, and she's just not able to. It was a good free kick there by Searles, just not able to get a touch on that ball. Let's kick Sarah Morris. Able to win that off the touch. Spees trying to turn nice little moves as Leuenberger trying to play it off. Morris once again really gets down and dirty in the game at that number 6 position. Similar to Tori Hopton, she loves to fight in the midfield and did well there to win that.
Comets pressuring a little bit higher than they should be. Again, as we were saying, there's still a lot of time, but I think you also want to. You don't want this lead to last,
Yeah.
You don't want to wait till the last minute to get a goal. I think you got to have urgency and try to get that early goal a little on.
Yeah, definitely with how the way this game has been playing. Yeah, it's been very even, and I think St. Ursula's definitely came to play, and definitely want the revenge from the last 2 times they've played. So you definitely do not want to concede that second goal. You definitely want to get the next goal to tie the game, and to go back to even grounds.
It's just a mental standpoint at this time right now. It's how much do the Comets want it and how much are they going to fight for it, even if they go down 2-0.
Yep.
Which, how this game is looking, it might happen, and it's just determined to have how much they want it. I mean, all they need is 2. They could just get 1 going to overtime.
We do have about 12 minutes and 30 seconds before halftime, so we got a little bit.
Sarah Morris does a great job drawing the foul. Be a strong body. As Emma Gex will take the free kick. Comets free kicks have been a little bit on point tonight, but just can't get at the end of the other end of the field as it goes over.
Yeah, I think they're going to call a push off there on Sophia Manor. She kind of just pushed. Number 14 there, St. Ursula. That is Ella Barak, the sophomore defender. As lower, they were trying to move the ball for their free kick just a little bit too much.
Sounds like Comet fans are a little bit unhappy like that. B-Hop.
I mean, if you think they could be down 2-0 in this game, if that PK was overturned, and regardless if she makes it or not, they could be down a 2-0 hole.
Oh no, this could be a 2-2 game. Shannon Krogan could have put those 2 chances away, and then St. Ursula, again, like you said, with the PK, could have been a 2-2 game right now.
Yeah, this game definitely has had its chances as Hogue put this ball, as Postal's going to get on it, but Knight does well to come off her line and collect. Postal just staying kind of on the backside of MX, I think, from here, and just keeps running in behind and making those back shoulder runs.
If you're the Comets head coach, what are you telling your defensive back line about?
Hogue's touch is just going to be a little too much. He'll go for a goal kick. I just watched the crosses. I mean, you know, I don't even think the cross on the goal was particularly a good one. You know, it was kind of just a flighted ball that just floated in the air, and usually your goalie would come out and punch that or collect. Just watch for the crosses and got to keep watching for Hogue. Hogue's gotten a couple of opportunities on the right side. She did get the assist, and definitely watch for Riley Postal as well on the wings. So I think the fullbacks got to do their job as watching their wingers and staying on their mark.
Again, Annalisa Knight is a freshman, so she's still making mistakes. But it's all right. She's learning, which I think her senior year she'll be very dangerous.
As this ball won't find Gabby Speeds' mains pass just a little too much. Elizabeth Frederick as well, the junior forward for St. Ursula, has done well pressuring Kiefer and Ainsley Schaffel. As the 2 center backs forced them to make a decision quick. Kiefer again will punch that one up. Postal's touch just a little too much will go for a throw, and Mason will make a plethora of changes.
As Janie Davis checks back in, Sophia checks out, and looks like Peyton Beach checks back out for Elise Haller, and I believe that was Tori Hopton checking back into the game.
Yeah, I think Janie Davis as well checking in, and Shannon Krogan on that left wing.
Looks like Comets going back to their original starting lineup, except for Elise Haller now in the starting spot.
Gex trying to put that one up. That's Frederick. Trying to run one off Gex. Leuenberger. Trying to put back out the exchange, a couple of long passes. And Gex. Just put it up to Maddie Baird. Nice little turn there by Frederick. Here's Britt. Britt trying to find Hogue. And good defense there by Schaffel. And looks like the Mason parents want a handball there. It kind of bounced up. But St. Ursula will still have the ball. Here's Hogue. Find a midfielder. St. Ursula's done a really good job of just keeping the ball, able to find this out wide to Hogue. Hogue's heavy touch. And a couple of pushing there by Mason players. Should go out for a goal kick.
Great defensive effort from Janie Davis. She's honestly been playing really well tonight when she's been on. She's been strong, she's been fast, and she's not letting anyone get by her.
Kiefer play this one tonight. Not good. Just a little too much velocity on that pass.
If you're Knight right there, honestly, with the little bit of a poor decision making from Kiefer, which you don't see a lot from her. If you're Knight, honestly, you just got to get that out of your own half. Just send it.
Not really good touch there. St. Ursula attacker, but Al Haller will try to hold up the ball and find this one out to Curl. Curl trying to go for a quick decision. And Baird able to win that off the deflection.
Great defensive effort.
Still fighting for it, Baird. And Curl able to win it. Here's Curl. Trying to find Maddie Baird. Looks like kind of a shoulder challenge. Mason parents want a foul, so I'm going for a goal kick instead.
As we'll see, Riley Crow beautifully wants the ball. Nice little through ball. And a little bit of a shoulder, but then a little bit of an extended arm there from St. Ursula. Yeah, we did have the ref right next to him, and he didn't seem bothered by it.
The ref was right there, but made a couple of questionable calls. But both teams definitely feel like they've been on the wrong end of a couple of calls. But right now, St. Ursula do have that 1-0 lead over the Comets as Haller tries to find Baird, but Searles will pick this one up. Jana Searles, the Bowling Green State University commit, trying to find. I believe that was Shannon Krogan there through, trying to spark something, and then our ball through to Curl. And her touch there just bounces off the head of a St. Ursula defender. Mason's still fighting. Nice little touch there. And once again, they're going to try to find Pulse on this left wing. Can she keep it in play? She does. And this is going to be a dangerous opportunity here for the Bulldogs. Postal couldn't quite get the right touch there on Gex.
Great defensive effort from Emma Gex.
That was really good there by Gex.
Not going in too strong, not really picking a side, just standing her ground. And when she takes a little bit of a bad touch, Gex is there, just like right there with the defensive effort.
Curl and Gex exchanging headers. Mason able to build out on the back Haller. And miss clearance by Curl.
As the black hole collects the ball. Good outing tonight for the Comets with the student section. As you see.
A couple of Mason boys varsity players, just like the one sitting to my left, Mr. Luke Thomas, as the boys varsity soccer, there he is. There is the boys varsity for the Comets do play tomorrow. They play the LaSalle Lancers. That is their district semifinal game. As Krogan's going to try to get on this pass. Still has it. And then cleared away for Mason throwing and an attacking position. Off. Kind of an unusual clearance there by number 21. That was Katie Hogue. So just playing back to the keeper there, she elected cleared, so Mason will have a throw in a good position. Here's Baird able to win that one off. Baird's cross, trying to find Riley Curl on the right wing. Here's Curl. We'll do the one-time cross. It's batted down. Then cleared, spin. And this long ball trying to find Fredericks. Schaffel. That was well chested. It's Hopton. Couldn't win her midfield battle due there. Then it's just going to be punted up the field by the Bulldogs. I think it was number 10. By St. Ernest. I think it's Lauren Link, the sophomore forward, with some speed there on that right wing. So 3 minutes left. It's been kind of, both teams haven't had a good opportunity in about 5 minutes or so. It's been a little bit since both teams have had a good shot on goal. As both teams are probably going to see this one out till halftime, but there still is under 3 minutes left to play in this first half.
Beautiful ball over the top, just finds Shannon Krogan's feet. And she comes away with it.
Yeah, she did well there. Fight out of it.
Just feels like the Comets are, I think they're forcing it a little too much. I think, like we were saying earlier, they're kind of freaking out a little bit. They're running out of time. And they're kind of forcing it a little bit. Like earlier, I think they were finding passes. They were finding each other, getting shots. But now I think they're just kind of looking up the field to see what they can get.
Yeah, I definitely agree. They're definitely not as patient as they were in the opening minutes. And you definitely would have to assume that's because they're down 1-0. But that's not what you want to see. There's still plenty of time to play their game. They just haven't been doing that in probably the second half of this first half or so. So we got 2 minutes left in this first half. And a Raleigh Postal goal of a deflected header. As Haller's cross wasn't cleared well initially, then cleared away by Hogue. She didn't have a Comet player on her. I don't think anyone told her there wasn't a man behind her. She probably wouldn't have had to clear that one behind. Krogan, nice little move. Krogan trying to cut back and a trailing leg. And she does well that able to earn a foul.
She seems to get off from it. I thought at first she had a bit of a leg injury there, but I think she works it off.
Yeah, just a trailing leg. So probably the last opportunity for the Comets in this first half. And from a good opportunity, I think they scored their last playoff goal at Centerville off a free kick. Elise Haller did score off of that one. See if the Comets.
Free kicks have been their main momentum of the night as Jana Searle crosses it in, and St. Ursula
trying to head that one out. And Curl just punts that one up. Not able to collect. I thought the ref was going to call that. The goalie had it in her hands, Gex as well, to keep it alive.
Beautiful cross in. Just right over Jana Searle's head. See what Shannon Krogan can do. She gets past one defender, crosses it in. Another cross right to Maddie Bear.
Deflected out. Will be a kind of throw in. They have 30 seconds left, so they got to hurry up. So have a good opportunity here. Here's Searles. Bear's touch, just not a good one. It's cleared up. Schaffel trying to keep it alive, but now the Bulldogs might have a chance to attack. Hits this through ball through to Postal with about 14 seconds left. Both two kind of a narrow angle. Able to cut this one on Gex. Left foot across down. Not a good touch. I believe that was Fredrich. Unless that would have been probably 2-0. Off that quick shot by Knight Devil to come out and collect this one. So first half of had a lot of good action there. Shannon Krogan not able to finish a couple of her chances as the rain kind of comes to fall down. A little bit of fizz.
Fans, that's the
end
of the first half.
St. Ursula Bulldogs off a Riley Postal header is the difference in this first half as they lead the Comets 1-0. We'll be back with you in the second half in just a bit.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to ICRC-TV Sports. Three-pointer. Got it! In for the Comets score. Comets win! Yeah!
I was physically at school, but my mind wasn't at school. I had problems at home. So when I met Narnese, she started helping me a little bit, like, Nia, I don't know what you're doing, but your future is more important. She's my strength. It takes a village to help somebody get their diploma. It changes your whole life.
Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org.
What to expect when you're expecting.
Like here.
A teenager.
Today, I'm going to show you how to teen-proof your home. First step, hide the car keys. Preferably somewhere they would never look. Challenges will come up. Be ready for them. Hi, honey.
I'm ready for the Mom, you don't use mannequins in the mannequin challenge.
You don't have to know it all to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same.
That leaves us with the next item on our agenda is item number 5, opening session.
I want to thank everyone for joining us this evening. If you're out here at the parade or listening, thank you again.
Into the end zone, and that is caught by Jaden Wood.
Come on now, how we doing? Y'all feeling all right out there?
Hello, and welcome to this edition of This is Glendale. I'm Bet Chorus.
Hey guys, this is Unit 1 crew from Woodlawn Fire Department. We just want to wish you guys a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
And of course, you can always go to ICRC-TV.com.
Always a great day when ICRC is involved.
Another edition of ICRC, bringing the community to you.
When I was growing up, my mom was extremely tidy. We were trained to put things back where we got them from. One day, when I walked into my mom's house, I felt like I walked to someone else's house. There was stuff everywhere, and just growing up the way I grew up and to see this transition was very alarming. When Sean talked to me, it was a wake-up call, and that's when I went to the doctor.
What to expect when you're expecting a teenager.
Today we're talking about how to wake up your teen, and this works literally every time.
Good kisses. Good kisses. You heard how loud
I heard. It wasn't you. It was the...
Is that bacon?
You don't have to know it all to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same.
Good morning, Uglyville! Every ugly doll is unique.
I'm Moxie.
Bobo.
Wade.
Call me Slick Doll.
What?
And every child is too.
They can be pretty lovable.
That's why when you travel, you should make sure your child is in the right seat for their age and size.
This is why you're the wisest doll in town.
Well, keep them safe by visiting nhtsa.gov/the right seat.
Isn't that right, gibberish cat?
Find the right seat today.
On air or online. This is media for your community. This is ICRC-TV.
There's no better feeling than to be a part of a fire department. This is a family.
Police officer, it's a great job. It really is. You never know what you're going to get. You never know who you're going to help.
We're forgetting what's going on outside. We're focusing on what's going on in here, and we're all family.
This idea of a family academy, connecting families to talk about relevant issues.
Unbelievable. Milford has stormed all the way back in this football game. The Warriors in the state finals! State finals! Ohio Wesleyan, here we go!
And it's up to every one of you all to keep this going and carry the torch. I hope you will do that. Thank you.
ICRC-TV.
If you love them enough to crawl into a play place to get them to come down, then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
What do you think you're doing, Kevin?
Was just gonna drive home.
There are several warning signs present that you shouldn't be driving.
Like hearing voices?
Like your text-to-emoji ratio?
Oh man, the selfies.
Selfie nailed it.
We all have warning signs that let us know that we're probably not okay to drive. Mine is pretending to be your subconscious.
Craig, come on man, let's split a ride home.
On air or online. This is media for your community. This is ICRC-TV.
Our hearts are made stronger by how we treat others.
Put her there.
The light you share can impact those around you, but so can the darkness.
Later, twerps! Did Pete saying mean things bother ya?
So when you reach out to another person, take a moment to consider how they will feel and let your heart be the key to making a difference. Because of you, someone's entire day, year, or even life can change.
In every heart, there's hope.
Julia, are you ready to play band with us? I'm gonna play my clarinet.
And Elma's gonna play his drum. Drum loud.
Oh, well, you know what to do, Julia.
Julia knows.
With Julia's autism, loud sounds can be too much.
But she still loves to make music. Play band.
Early screening for autism can make a lifetime of difference. Find out more at screenforautism.org.
Sometimes the things we do or say can make others feel hurt, excluded, or isolated. Everything you say and do creates an impact.
How am I supposed to save the whole world?
You can't think about saving the world. You have to think about saving one person.
Because of you, someone's entire life can change. You don't have to be a superhero to have a positive impact.
Friends?
Friends.
This is the story of a boy who is very sensitive to lights and sounds. So he built secret hiding places where nothing could get in. The boy didn't like looking people in the eye. It made him feel uncomfortable. One day, he found out he had something called autism. His family got him help, and slowly, he learned how to live with it better.
Early intervention can make a lifetime of difference. Learn the signs at autismspeaks.org.
I'll be right back. Hi! You think you're probably sober?
Yeah.
But you're thinking about taking the back roads home, just in case. If you're probably sober, then why would you do that? Good choice.
Probably okay isn't okay. If you see a warning sign, stop and call a cab, a car, or a friend.
That's
And we are back here for the second half between the Mason Comets and the St. Ursula Bulldogs, as we'll get a recap of the first half. As Shannon Krogan had a shot there that just went wide. You saw her reaction there. She was definitely the danger man for the Comets in the first half. As once again her left-footed shot just went by the far post. And she had a third opportunity a little bit later on in the first half. And once again, another left-footed shot that just went wide on the right post. So look at the no call here early on. And definitely a little bit questionable. I think that was probably a PK. But just a couple minutes later, St. Ursula Bulldogs did get on the board as Hogue. Just kind of a little bit of a hopeful ball. Postal just got that header as Knight came out. Couldn't get a touch. And so that's the difference in the first half. As St. Ursula do have the 1-0 lead over the Comets as we'll get ready to start this second half. So for the Mason Comets, what are you looking forward to in the second half, and what do you think Coach Schur has to do differently in this second half?
I think be a little more controlled, be a little more, I think, composed when the Comets get the ball, I believe. I think towards the end of the second half, mostly what they were trying to do is just try to not kick the ball up, but forcing it a little bit much than they usually do. I think they just got to find their strikers, because Maddie Bear and Shannon Krogan and Riley Curl, all people that can put it in the back of the net. So I think they just need to find them like they were doing in the first 15 minutes before the Comets went down. I think they were finding perfect shots. They just couldn't put them away.
Definitely is the district final, and they'll play Seton or Little Miami, but I'm pretty sure Seton is winning their game right now versus Little Miami. The Mason only make one change. Emma Gex is now the left back, and Janie Davies is now the right back. So a little bit of a switch up as Davies is now going to have to deal with Postal. Or it looks like they actually switched sides, actually, as Postal's actually going to be on the right wing now. So a change of wings for both fullbacks and wings. So we're underway here in the second half. Mason do need a goal unless their season's over. And it'll be the earliest they've exited in a couple of years. And for the senior class that has so much potential as that header from Baird. Krogan's getting out of it. Krogan's shot's gonna
And it's in! Just like that, the Comets make an appearance with the first minute, and look who it is, Shannon Krogan.
So the first minute we talked about during the break, we said if Mason's gonna find a breakthrough, it's gonna be through number 15, and she does just that. And wasn't the cleanest of touches, but she just rolled through, and the Comets tied the game. We'll get a replay here. That's Krogan. Not the cleanest touches, but it does just enough.
Looks like the keeper initially wasn't going to come out, thought the ball bounced out a little far, and she ran in just a little too late. Shannon, look at her, she's feeling herself right now. Comets are back in the game with just 1 minute into the second half. And just like that, we were saying earlier that it could be in any game. And I'm convinced to see that this second half will be a lot different than the first.
50 seconds is all it took for the Comets to equalize.
As we were saying earlier, Shannon Krogan couldn't get those shots. The first two just couldn't fall, but I was telling everyone, I think at half, that I know she's going to get one. And it looks like the Comets are already back in. Riley Curl making her strong appearance.
And they're trying to Chris one out. Good tackle there.
She has been all over the back line tonight, not letting them breathe a single second. She's giving her heart out tonight. Lots of people in the Mason crowd tonight.
So now definitely the next goal is going to be huge. Just
Deciding factor.
If the first half goes, if the second half goes just how the first half went, the second goal is going to be huge because of how even these two teams have been this game and they've been in the past games. But this one's a little bit more stakes. Playoffs. It's win or go home. See if the Comets.
Mason having a little bit of momentum now going into the second half.
Yeah, see if they can capitalize off this momentum. I say Ursula trying to see if they can survive a little bit as opposed to.
Mason also connecting passes more. This is how they do. This is how they usually score goals, is by working off of each other. Not really a ton of solo runs, but they really like to work off of each other. Just like how Maddie Bear played a nice little header ball over to Shannon.
Second goal definitely will be huge for both teams as Frederick will try to press Schaffel and Kiefer as Gex be able to collect.
And although that the Comets could capitalize early on that now 1-1 tie, St. Ursula is definitely not out of this. They are a high pressuring team, and honestly, it could get a goal at any minute.
Yeah. So the handball off of Riley Curl there is the call. So it'll be a free kick for St. Ursula. And like you said, anything can happen. And St. Ursula definitely are more than capable of getting that second goal.
Riley Crow is pressuring, like, not really letting the defensive breathe tonight. She's been all over the field. Great touch by the St. Ursula midfielder.
Good job there by Kiefer, able to snuff that pass out as Searles trying to win the battle in the midfield. And she didn't call for a foul there, as that was number 5. That was Grace Kessler. Number 6, actually, yes. Number 6, Grace Kessler. The senior midfielder, her and Searles were battling. Both teams do like to do these long free kick, play. They don't like to play them short. Trying to see if they can get a lucky bounce or anything as St. Ursula will play this ball in.
I think most of the attacks this game honestly have been coming from the free kicks, especially more a little bit of the Comets side, but I think the tensions have been a little bit higher when the free kicks are going in the box.
Yep, free kicks and crosses are definitely the difference, and both keepers don't seem comfortable coming off their line, so I think you wonder what team's going to take advantage of that and maybe try to find a hopeful ball and try to test the keeper.
You can almost argue that both goals tonight have maybe been a keeper error on Elisa Knight, obviously coming off her line and just getting a header right over, and then St. Ursula keeper kind of stuttering to come out.
Yeah.
I don't know if she wasn't too sure if she should come out, but then decided to come out at the last second and just got that touch around her.
Miss Krogan and Maine trying to work together. Still Shannon, lucky deflection, the hit off of Leuenberger's face, and it goes back to lower. As this kick. Let's put a little bit of kickball action there in the midfield. As Searles and Fredericks working on it.
Those two have been going at it all second half so far. There's Jeannie Davis with the beautiful clearance. She's been playing wonderful tonight.
Riley's pressure, able to earn a throw in for the Comets. Mason do have a little bit of momentum right now after that goal, so if I would say if St. Ursula can survive these next 4 minutes or so, the game will probably be back even because right now the momentum is definitely on Mason's side, getting that early goal. As this through ball, Krogan's going to run onto it. Still Shannon, tripped up, and ref.
Fans super unhappy about that.
Yeah, ref sees nothing. We'll look at this replay here. Yeah,
just got under her foot. Again, another missed call by
maybe
the
just a
ref.
little bit of tangled legs. I could see it being a penalty. You know, you could say that she wasn't trying to just, you know, they're both running and tangled legs, but, you know, 2 calls that, you know, are questionable and could have 2 pens.
Shannon Krogan looking a little shaken up here. It looks like the first PK call, first missed PK call, just got her foot right under her, as you see right there. Yeah.
Yeah, you wonder if it's intentional, though. I think they're both kind of just running at the ball.
I think that was just a 50-50, and she just happened to lap over her.
Yeah. But it's been called before.
Two arguably missed calls by the ref to get a PK. If you think about it, this could be a lot higher scoring game than it is right now.
Both teams, besides PKs, have had a lot of good opportunities in goal, as well as Mason still trying to find that second goal. Same thing with St. Ursula, as the next goal is going to be crucial.
Mason pressuring a lot higher than they were second half.
Frederick is going to have a chance to run at the defense. Schaffel read that all the way. Girl will try to pressure and lower. Just go back to her. Krogan with some pressure. And a throw in. I think it's the wrong decision there for lower. Just take a touch outside and play that to number 14, Ella Rack.
Doesn't seem like St. Ursula can really handle the pressure that the Comets are giving right now, which is doing a great job forcing and causing turnovers.
Krogan's ball! Girl's beautiful ball to Krogan, just trying to stretch out her foot.
I believe that was Sophia Main, actually.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think it was Sophia Main across the ball.
Beautiful ball. Shannon Krogan just couldn't get the end of her boot on that, but the Comets are looking a lot better than they were in the second half. St. Ursula, not too many touches as they were in the first half. Kind of looks like St. Ursula was kind of dominating the first half. Comets so far dominating the second.
Yeah, definitely a big difference is Mason definitely do have a lot more possession on the ball than they did in that first half, as Krogan will hook this ball in. Doesn't go through the curl. It's going to fall to Maine, and Maine's shot will just go over the bar.
She's kicking herself after that one, but again, the Comets with the crosses, they're getting a lot more chances. Here's the first cross coming from Sophia Main. That couldn't find Shannon Krogan. And then this one from Shannon Krogan to Sophia Main.
Almost had a little. Just sends it over. Yeah, just sends it over. Kind of hope for a better shot in that position, but Mason getting good opportunities. It's definitely the big difference is Mason's had possession. They've been a lot more aggressive on the front foot. Kind of been roles kind of switched.
Possessing a lot more.
Yes.
Great defensive effort from Sophia Main.
Over a foul as well.
I don't really know if that was a foul. I think Sophia Main just kind of lost her footing there.
Yeah.
Ref with a little bit questionable calls tonight's game. Not really favoring either team.
No. It's Kiefer's ball. It's again, wasn't a bad one. As Comets once again. We're getting pressure as Sophia's Main. That was kind of a dangerous pass. That works out for the Comets. Hopton will lob that one up. Krogan trying to work a little bit of magic and just tries to put a shot on it, and it'll just go bounce wide. Yeah, she's been in a lot of physical battles tonight. She's been getting fouled a lot, in a lot of physical battles. Definitely been taking a little bit of a beating this game. As Baird does well to win that header. Okay, Sanders still throwing. Baird heads that to Krogan, and it will be a Mason throw-in. Actually, it will be overturned. The linesman pointed for a Mason throw-in, but it will be Sanders throwing, but Janice Rose as well once again to win that ball. Schaffel on that loose pass. It kind of gives an opportunity for St. Ursula. Pressure up as Annalise Knight does well to punt that one away. And that's a weird bounce as Crow's going to try to chase this one. And it's going to be cleared. Maine does well to get a touch, and still going to be live for the Comets if Maine can keep this one in play, and she does. Sophia's Maine's cross is going to be cleared initially, and then they'll have no problem dealing with that one. I believe that was Como on the clearance. As Gex does once again really well on Edmonton. As Postal is taking a little bit of a breather, I believe.
I mean, you can say a lot about both teams, but both teams' defense have been fantastic tonight. Both are just shutting down, of course, the one goal opposition on both teams, but both teams have just been
loose
phenomenal
ball
defense.
Is going to find a St. Ursula attacker here. And it's going to find Pulsel's. Pulsel's checking back into the game. And not only Snipe has a little bit of action to do. But I do agree, both defenses have been pretty good. It's been a couple of goals off of, crosses that, might have been a mistake by the opposing player, but both defenses have been good. And both stars for both teams, both on the score sheet, and that's what happens in the playoffs. If you want to win these games, is your star players have to step up and produce for you. His debuts with the chase this one. Which is really well to win that ball. Able to find Frederich, and not the best shot. That could have been a lot better for St. Ursula. Nice curl. Trying to find Maine, trying to find this long ball at Krogan, and lower will collect. Find Frederich. She has 4 Comet players around her.
Comes do well building it out of the back. That's a hard thing to do as a team when you're when you steal the ball on the defensive end and then clear out of it and transition on the offensive end.
A little bit of kickball action from both teams. Ball just bounced up. But it will be a Comet thrown to Krogan as well to shield that one out. So this is how we got here. First goal, or in the first half, we talked about it a bit. Just a weird play, and Postal just able to out jump Gex, and Knight doesn't do well there to get that one. But Krogan does very well. Just gets a touch, not the best, cleanest of finishers, but Mason will take that one.
Reese Howard checking into the game, immediately making some noise. Could have been another chance there for the Comets.
Maybe a little too much pushing. But it will be a miss. It will be a foul on the Comets. Searles will win that one. Hopton and Curl has that one down. Baird's ball is just too much power. Both teams kind of a little bit sloppy in the final ball. As they've got 25 minutes left for both teams to find an equalizer. If not, we'll go to golden goal in overtime. And last time Mason did do that, their season ended in Centerville. And that ball will just roll to Annalise Snipes. Both teams kind of a little bit sloppy, like we said, not really finding the final ball. St. Ursula did well to play through that Mason pressure because they did have momentum, Luke. And after those 5-10 minutes or so after they scored in the first minute. So we'll see which team gets the pretty crucial second goal. And last 2 times the teams played, like we said, 2-1. Mason won earlier this season, and last year was a 2-1 win for the Comets last year. So 2-1 might be the scoreline of this game as well.
I mean, no one came into this game thinking they were going to win a blowout with a 3-0. I mean, every time these 2 teams play, it's always a battle.
Yep.
And it's got you scratching your head thinking, who's going to come out of this one? And it kind of seems like both goals have been kind of on the early side, and then kind of teams died down a little bit. But Mason, obviously, with the momentum coming up with the most recent goal, so we'll see what they can do with that. But St. Ursula also holding their ground.
Yep. St. Ursula will have an opportunity here. As Britt trying to find Hogue on the left wing. As here's Hogue able to turn and release a shot, and that will just bounce to Annalise Knight. the freshman, after that goal where you think she could probably do better. She's made a couple of good saves in her second game as a freshman, in her second ever playoff game. As that loose touch, able to find Krogan in a physical battle there, able to do well, then it's going to be cleared. And she really does put her body on the line there with every chance, and just wasn't able to make anything happen there. As it will be once again Ursula thrown. Gabby Spees is about ready to check in for the comments. We'll see who she's going to check in for. Looks like Sarah Morris as well. Yeah, looks like Sarah Morris as well is going to be warming up. So Mason will make a couple changes soon, but for now, Gabby Spees will be the first one checking in. She'll check in for Riley Curl. She'll get a quick breather.
You know she's going to be right back in for the comments.
Yeah.
I would imagine, I think as a coach right now, I would maybe take my starters out. Not all of them particularly, but take some of them out, give them a breather, and then put them back in when it matters in the crunch time, especially when you're in a 1-1 goal
game,
yeah.
Upton surveying an option, Krogan. And Baird fighting. Krogan able to get the ball. Krogan able to find Maddie Baird on this left wing. Baird, not a bad ball at all, trying to find Spees, and she can't get that touch.
Beautiful combination play from the Comets. Shannon Krogan finding Maddie Baird a couple of times, a little 1-2 action, and just plays a beautiful ball from the Elon University commit. Just to Gabby Spees, and it looks like Comets have played a lot of those balls, but they just can't find to get it on their foot.
As Mason will have a throw in the attacking end. Play that up to Haller.
Elise Haller always does great of putting her body in there.
Good way, Shaffield as well as step. That ball will find Krogan. And we're able to clear initially Krogan's low cross. That wasn't a bad ball at all if someone made that near post run. It may have gotten a touch on that, but lowered as well to collect.
St. Ursula defenders might be picking up a little bit of what Shannon Krogan's doing. It seems to get the ball out wide, cuts it back in, and either maybe does a little cut one more time or plays it in. I think they're starting to pick up on that.
And we found in the comments Jane Davies kind of a push off there on Carly Hogue. So like we said, the winner will go on to the district final to play Seton or Little Miami. That game will be at Hamilton, and that will be on Thursday for the site. For your comment, basic comment, boys varsity, they do play tomorrow versus the LaSalle Lancers. That game is at Lakota West. And then winner of that game will play Springboro or Carroll on Saturday for the district final, and that game will be at Princeton. So for your fellow comment fans that are listening, that's a little bit of update on the bracket and where the teams stand.
As 2 subs will be making it for Mason, as Sarah Morris checks in for Shannon Krogan, and Peyton Beach looks like checks in for Janie Davis.
Yes, looks like Krogan probably get a little quick breather. Same thing with probably Davies, as she's played majority of the game as well. So we got 20 minutes left for both teams. The final goal, or maybe some overtime action in the district semis, as Spees does well to find the ball in the midfield, and that shot will roll wide. Almost scored in the other goal. That's out by the track.
Gabby Spees, younger sister Maria Spees, who was a senior last year.
Yeah, speaking of seniors, Mason going to be losing a lot of seniors this year, about 15 or 16. So it's really kind of key. This is for them to win, and keep this kind of golden class alive. And so many key players.
I mean, like we were saying, though, I think Mason has had this dominant team for so long now. Like, most of the players on this field right now, of course, we have some injuries, have been on this team for a while. Carly Kiefer, so Jana Searles, Elise Haller, Shannon Krogan. I've all been on team. Maddie Bear have been on teams.
Amelia Guerin, but she's injured.
But she's injured right now, which was a huge loss for the Comets. But a lot of them have been starters since their sophomore year, so I think this senior year means a lot to them right now. And they're all pretty experienced when it comes to it.
Definitely agree. As Tori Hopton wanted a foul there. Yeah, she's going to get carded. A little too much talking to the ref.
Refs did not like that one.
So Descent.
We're really unhappy about that one. I would imagine the father of Tori Hop and B Hop is right next to us. I'm sure he's a little upset by that one. Huge Comet supporter. He's been here. He's been every game. You can probably say he's a leader of a student section.
So Descent will be the yellow card for Tori Hopton. Shannon Krogan probably didn't get as much as she wanted, but she'll be coming back in for the moment time being for Tori Hopton. I was said Tyler Hopton, her brother. Schaffel looking to play it back, kind of a dangerous pass. And Kiefer will clear that one out. Bad back pass there by number 14 for St. Ursula. I believe that's Ella Rack.
It looks like Shannon Krogan checks back into the game for the Comets.
Yeah.
I would imagine Cheryl wanted her to get her quick minute rest. Good ideas from both teams, just can't really execute. And McGex does well.
Postal will win it back. Postal. They have a turn on Schaffel. Riley Postal tries to pass to Hogue. Not a bad idea at all. I don't think she expected the pass to get to her. Hogue passes back. Searles was in the right place, right time, but the pass in the sequence is still alive for the Bulldogs. And that long shot is saved by Knight. She does well to punch out the line.
Lord.
Wow. I did not expect that to get on frame, but
here's the replay of this one. It just sails from almost 25 out, and
wow. What a save by the freshman, Annalise Knight.
Goodness, what a save. I think she made up for her mistake in the first half with that one, as the Comets are on the attack now.
With a highlight reel play, I mean, that was going top right.
I cannot believe it. When she first shot that, I thought that was going over. What a save from the freshman.
Some of these just balls that have been kind of weird spins in the air, you know.
Wow. What a
Giving
hit.
Comets a little bit of trouble, but here's, once again, St. Ursula on the attack. And that shot won't test Knight as well as the last one did, but she does well to collect once again.
I didn't happen to see who shot that one, but what a hit.
Yeah, I didn't either, but maybe if we get another replay, we might be able to see, we'll probably see that again.
I think that would make Annalise Knight's highlight reel.
Freshman highlight reel. But yeah, definitely able to make up for the mistake, but Krogan as well to win that. Haller's going to be on our foot race on that through ball, and then it's going to be cleared away by Como.
As Tori Hopton checks back into the game for Sarah Morris.
Here we are. 15 minutes. We'll see this again. That's number 9. Grace Lumenberger, the fullback, had that shot, and Knight did so to punch that one out, and they weren't able to capitalize on that rebound either.
Beautiful effort not to give up on the play there. Sometimes after a keeper makes a play, she kind of watches after. Keeper would watch after what they did, but easily could have been a rebound header goal.
Lumenberger doesn't have any goals or assists on the year, so what a goal that would have been. Senior defender.
Comet fans super unhappy with this one. And as we saw
looking at the stat sheet, so I didn't quite see what the call was on that one. Krogan not happy with that call. Knew it was the Comet fans, like you said.
As we saw with Tori Hopton, can't say much to him on the field.
Look at this one again. Call's actually going to be on at least Haller, so
that just seemed like a little bit of 50-50, but that call honestly could have gone either way.
Schaffel's going to have a little busy. As this through ball, or ball in from the throw in is
beautiful work from Emma Gex.
Yeah, it was too slow there. For
beautiful turn from Shannon Krogan. She takes it up the field now. She got 3 on her back. She got 4 on her back. She keeps going.
What a run there by Shannon Krogan. Wasn't able to release the ball. I think you probably want to see a pass early on, but no one was really open. As Baird.
Great defensive effort.
Does well defensively. As Postal's throwing. Throw down. We got 15 minutes left. Under 15 minutes left. See if either team can find a goal. Ursula's had the better opportunity as of late. Mason hasn't been able to create anything on goal.
Postal's a little unhappy with that call for a shooting.
Ooh.
Staff can reach for the pocket. Nope. Just gonna go quick.
And Bears in their
there
card.
it is.
Yep.
Comments player better watch what they say. I didn't even know if she said anything. It looked like she just threw her hands up.
She did say something. I think
Ref is not
call maybe was a shoulder check. And
Sarah Morris will check back into the game.
Yep. Ooh, that was a
little
shoulder
bit
check.
of shoulder to the head. I think originally it was going to be just a foul, but then Bear wasn't too happy about it. Yep, and so the ref wasn't too happy about that. Com's got to watch what they say. They already got 2 yellow cards on 2 important players. Maddie Bear coming off just like Tori Houghton did a couple minutes ago. Not too happy about it.
So we got 2 Comet players on yellow.
And we have 2 Comet players looking to check in. Number 4, Riley Curl, and number 5, Sophia Main. 2 starters for the Comets.
Cuomo's ball.
Beautiful header.
That was a beautiful header. Still alive for St. Ursula as they try to hook that one. Searles tried to clear that one initially. She still has it, and she does really well to fight out of those 2 challenges. Here's Hogue. And Searles with another great interception. And Howler's going to have a foot race here.
And she gets there. She's holding it up, waiting for the, and she just finds Shannon Krogan, who can maybe find one more to Sarah Morris.
Does.
And she
Krogan shot is in!
What a hit! Shannon Krogan from outside the box.
Oh, wow.
My goodness, 2 from the senior striker, Shannon Krogan.
Wow, what a goal by the senior Shannon Krogan with an absolute rocket.
Beautiful offensive effort from Elise Howard, tracking it down, holding it up, waiting for her teammates to get there. Just as Shannon, you think she's going left, but she fakes it out right. And what a hit from just outside the box. I think that was top right.
Wow.
That's hard to do under pressure like that.
And the star senior comes through once again. It has another 2 goals tonight. And the Comets, we said the 3rd goal would be crucial. And once again, a 2-1 scoreline for the Comets, but maybe St. Ursula can maybe tie up 13 minutes left. But
Game's not over.
Not over, but the Comets, for the first time tonight, take the lead.
Wow, what a shot.
It was an amazing goal.
I was thinking the shot by St. Ursula earlier, recently sold by Annalisa Knight. I thought that would be the best shot we'd see of the night, but Shannon Krogan proves us wrong.
She scored like that. I mean, you had called the game last week versus Talawana. She hit that left-footed shot that went top left. We'll look at it again. For a second, we'll look at the goals. Riley Postal does have the St. Ursula goal. Shannon Krogan does have 2 in the 41st minute left in the game and 67th.
Still lots of time. Shannon Krogan with her usual step-over move, and will she beat her defender?
She does.
She does, but the backup comes around and nice little crossing to no one's foot. Mason definitely with the momentum right now, feeling himself a little bit. Shannon Krogan a little tired. She's been knocked up a little bit this match.
Because now we'll look at the goal. Like you said, Luke, just thought she was going left and said she goes right. Fights through the physical battle and just unleashes a shot that goes top right. What a goal.
I mean, there's nothing that St. Ursula keeper can do about that. That's unsavable.
And now Maddie Baird's going to be slipped through.
As her touch just gets away from her. Beautiful defensive effort from St. Ursula. And now this is coming into the final moments, second half. 10 minutes left to go.
But now St. Ursula has a good opportunity through Hogue. Hogue with some speed. Hogue plays it back in, and Scheffel with a great clearance.
I mean, this is coming with that time where I think St. Ursula might be starting to freak out a little bit. I mean, you got 10 minutes left in the game. Just above 10 minutes, actually, and you're down 2-1.
Definitely do get in some good spots, and they have. As Britt was trying to find a pass. Not enough movement. A lot of players back for St. Ursula. As Beach is going to try to play this one.
Beautiful move. Janice Rose has some time.
So it's well to find Baird on this left wing. Here's Baird trying to release Krogan, and it's just too much.
Shannon Krogan, I think, is a little bit tired.
Yeah.
I think she might need a sub, honestly.
Guess, but it's 10 minutes left.
I think as a coach, you're up 2-1. Maybe give Krogan a little bit of a break, get her back in. Just a little 2-minute break on the bench with a little water. As the Comets will be making a sub, looks like
Beach.
Janie Davis is back in for Peyton Beach.
St. Ursula made 3 changes as well, trying to see if they can get that time goal, save their season.
There's Riley Curl.
Does well on the physical battle, and that shot just goes to the lower. She doesn't want to get around her.
Like we've been saying all night, Riley Curl just won't go away. I think she's a little bit frustrated with herself, but she won't go away for those St. Ursula defenders.
Well, that ball went through all 3 midfielders to the Comets, but they weren't able to go forward there.
Beautiful combination work.
We'll find Britt in the midfield again. Britt able to get past Searles. There's Britt. Finds, just too much there. That was a good opportunity.
And it looks like the flag went up. If she would have even got a foot on it, it would have been an offsides call.
It was about stage. It might have just been a little offsides.
We're just hitting the 10-minute mark, a little bit under 10, with the score being 2-1 Mason Comets. As we were saying at the beginning of the second half, or beginning of the second, we were saying that we knew Shannon Krogan was gonna get one, and she proved us wrong. She got 2. As Riley Curl with a beautiful defensive effort.
It's time for her to get a 3rd.
I think it's time for Riley Curl to get one. She's been everywhere. She deserves one.
Yep. As now they'll play long ball. All it takes is a lucky bounce or 2.
Mason showed that with their first goal.
As well.
Still got a little bit of fuel in the tank.
8 minutes left, and a 3rd goal will definitely seal the victory for the Comets, and then get a 3rd one here. St. Ursula is going to throw everything in the kitchen sink at Mason. Like my analogy.
It's great.
Thanks, man. That is Mason. We'll throw this one in Krogan. And Curl just quite couldn't win that physical battle.
Beautiful move. And Shannon Krogan, great move around her. Just gets away from her. Shannon Krogan taking so many knocks tonight. It doesn't look like how much more she can take, but she powers through it.
Just wasn't able to find Searles, but Britt went off of it. Here's Postal. Postal with some speed, but Tori Houghton did just enough to get that touch. Looks like it's going to be a Mason throw-in. I think they thought it was going to be a St. Ursula throw-in, but Comets have 7 minutes and 30 seconds about just to hold on to this game. And they will go to the district final for, I believe, probably the 4th straight season, I believe. As that ball will take a little deflection as Hogue will go on to Davies, trying to catch up with speed. That was a heavy touch. Go out for a goal kick.
Davies having a little bit of trouble keeping up with her. She's got some wheels on her. Shannon Krogan exits the game for possibly the last time tonight.
Maybe
we'll see.
Trying to get a little rest. Peyton Beach is going to come in. Kiefer will take this goal kick. Just going to bounce off of Edmonton.
There's no foul will be called. Ooh. A little bit of a square ball there. As Peyton Beach playing a little bit the offensive role. You don't see that happen often.
Yeah, playing the offensive role, probably just giving them some energy in these last 5 minutes. And that's going to be...
As Riley Crow loses the ball. She doesn't know where it is.
Will be a St. Ursula. Oh, it'll be a Comet throw in. It's cleared up by Lauren Link.
St. Ursula just not really connecting their passes. They find the 1-2 combination. Would be very beautiful if they could pull it off, but not seeming to connect like they were. Of course, last time I was saying that, a few minutes later they scored, so.
It will be a Mason throw-in for Gex.
As it's cleared away.
Lower came off for a line, trying to collect that, but they definitely had it dealt with. That ball through, trying to find Searles, and she does just that.
Comet's been pressuring all night. St. Ursula just having a little bit of trouble finding a way to squeeze through that gap.
So now we have 5 minutes left. Shannon Krogan's 2 goals in that last one was a beauty. Didn't realize there was a foul called on the play. I thought she just went on the box and collected the ball, but it's going to be a free kick opportunity from midfield from St. Ursula. It's not from a good angle, but maybe a lucky bounce. Is this ball? It is going to bounce well. And I think
St. Ursula not too happy about that. She takes a knock. A little bit.
We'll see this again. Maddie Bear missed the ball.
Looks like she just gets caught up.
She kind of got caught up in a couple of legs.
Which kind of feels like that's how all the PK attempts have been going off tonight, just getting caught up in each other's legs.
And Lauren Link will be yellow carded and will have to go off. So look at it again. Kind of win the header cleanly and then just, kind of caught Beach in the air.
Kind of just no ball there. It's all right.
So the first Ursula player to get yellow card, I believe.
She's upset. She's been playing fantastic all game. As Emma Gex goes down.
Yeah, Gex has gone down here on this left side.
Ref calls it. I think she's cramping. I think she's cramping up a little bit.
I think she's probably, I think you're right. I think she is cramping a little bit.
Shannon Krogan will check back into the game. A little bit of formation change. Peach will go back to a right back. Jane Davis will go to left, and Shannon Krogan will go to left off top. Left wing, sorry.
Yep. Yeah, Gex has been fantastic all game. Postal's gotten her beat a couple times, and you think you have to go back to that PK call in the first half, and maybe if that was called, this game is completely different, depending if Mason scored off of that or not. But
yeah, Postal and Gex, they've been so fun to watch all night, with both playing great defense and playing great offense. It's been fun to watch them battle it out.
After the ball never had a chance to Hogue, as Payne Beach did well to snuff that one out. Definitely is crunch time now for the Comets. See if they can hold on and go to the districts as Maine as well to pick off that pass and trying to use her speed.
She cuts in.
And Bear just going to lob this one upfield.
Just almost gets it over. What a beautiful ball that would have been to Riley Crow.
And they're able to find a pass. Here's Hogue. Hogue trying to get on Kiefer. Hogue's ball deflected off Kiefer, and I think it's going to be probably the first or second corner kick of the game for St. Ursula. And, you know, with the way this game has been, with all these lucky bounces, Comets are going to have to be careful here on this corner. It could be a 2-2 game. They're sending everyone up but one.
I mean, it's wet and slippery out there.
As this is a good ball. Cleared away initially. Headed back by Postal, then headed by Baird. She's going to try to send this one back in. Deflected, and then that one's going to break down. Good opportunity there by St. Ursula.
St. Ursula just trying to find any left of hope they have left in this final 2 minutes of the game.
Looks like rain's starting to come down. Just a little bit of mist.
Sophia wins the ball, and she goes for it.
Wow. What a crosser by Sophia Main.
I can't tell if that was a cross or a shot, but it was almost both. Beautiful defensive effort.
We'll say it was a Schross, but yeah. Wow, that was close. If someone's on that back post, it's 3-1 Mason. This game is definitely over. But now there's under 2 minutes left to see if the Comets can hold on and go to the district final.
Beautiful battle between both players there as it bounces across. St. Ursula picks it back up. Jess keeps it in, and Comets kick it right back up. Just a little bit of a kickball battle right now, but Shannon Soros kicks it right up to an open lane to Shannon Krogan. She battles it out, and she goes for it.
Ooh, that shot just went.
I mean, why not? You're up 2-1, you know, take a shot. St. Ursula on the attack with just a little bit over a minute left to go. See if St. Ursula can get that one last chance. As
1 minute to play in the match.
Yeah, 1 minute left for the Comets. And they will face Seaton. Where Little Miami can't get confirmation, but
here's one last final play.
Carly Hogue, one last final play for St. Ursula. Hogue just kind of hooks in the cross.
To the top of the key.
Postal trying to earn a foul. Then Baird clears it, deflected. Still alive. It's going to fall for Britt. Ellie Britt off the post! Off the crossbar!
Oh, my goodness.
And Mason survives, and then a foul.
Oh, my
off
goodness.
Postal, and
we have the replay right here. Oh, my.
And Britt, oh, my goodness.
What a beautiful goal that would have been.
10,
oh, my
9,
gosh.
8,
and with that
7,
was
6,
their last chance.
5,
as the Mason
4,
Comets, for the third
3,
time in 2 years, and the
1,
second time this year, beat St. Ursula 2-1 off of 2 goals from their star Shannon Krogan, and will advance to the district final. What a game, as they were down 1-0 at halftime, and they came back and was able to win the game.
What a you hate to see that last shot just right off the post. That could have been a little game winner goal.
Yeah, what
I hate to see it.
Heartbreak for St. Ursula Bulldogs, with once again they put a competitive game, but once again they just can't get past the Mason Comets. As the Bulldogs season ends, but the Mason Comets season will move on as they will advance to the district final on Thursday at Hamilton, and will all likely play Seaton. As once again we'll show you the goals. Postal's header, that was the goal in the first half. That led the Bulldogs to a 1-0 lead heading into halftime. And then just 50 seconds into the second half, Shannon Krogan gets a clean touch. Or not the cleanest of touches, I should say. And is able to roll in the net. And this was the crazy save we saw, Luke.
Beautiful.
Ball. I mean,
Jess uses her height and she just extends it out there. Beautiful second effort as she slaps it away.
Yeah, you have to feel. And here's the difference tonight. As
Beautiful ball.
Howard finds Krogan, you think she's going to go for the left, right, and then top right. And that's the difference. And a banger to send Mason to the district final versus Seaton or Little Miami. So St. Ursula had all the opportunities in the world. But once again, now we get past the Comets. As this one finishes, the Mason Comets 2, St. Ursula Bulldogs 1. I'm Lucas Kleinmeyer, joined by Luke Thomas. Thanks for listening, and we will see you next time.